This Super Bowl is a pure AFL-NFL matchup. George Halas founded the Bears more than 6 decades ago, headed the franchise until he passed away at the age of 88 in 1983. Now his heirs run the team. The Patriots can't match the Bears in terms of past glories, but they have their history too. They've always been under the direction of one family, the Sullivans, who were in on the founding of the AFL in 1960. Here's Bill McAtee with a look at the colorful and controversial family behind the Patriots.
Among all the families ever involved in professional sports, there has probably never been a clan quite like the Sullivans. An indomitable strain of Irish Catholics, their fierce loyalty to one another and ability to stir up attention have given them a legendary reputation of sorts. 3 weeks ago, after the Patriots had eliminated the Los Angeles Raiders in the playoffs, Pat Sullivan, the youngest of the Sullivan clan and general manager of the Patriots, was involved in a post-game scuffle with Raider linebacker Matt Millen, the result of bad blood between the Sullivan family and Al Davis.
Let me tell you something. We're just getting back for Jack Tatum and all the other crap that this football team has put on our football team for 12 years.
I blame myself for that. That's probably another mistake I made. But I was getting a little bit tired of our family being used as a punching bag. And I said so a day or two before that game.
That fierce family loyalty, which led Pat Sullivan to his post-game encounter, begins with the patriarch of the Sullivan family, Billy Sullivan.
I have never felt that one of the responsibilities of ownership of a football team has to be that you sit idly by when lies are being printed about your family.
70 years old, and the man who founded the Patriots 26 years ago, he has been one of the most controversial figures in Boston sports. With the Patriots' history full of unrealized potential, holdouts, player revolts, lawsuits, and proxy fights, the Sullivans have been highly criticized for running the Patriots as strictly a family business.
His sons and family became very much involved, and they were eager, totally inexperienced in pro football, and we began to make some mistakes.
Up until this Super Bowl, I'd have to say most people in New England felt that Billy Sullivan and the Sullivan family could never build a winner.
The Sullivans have been battling for respect ever since 1960, when Billy, here on the far left, borrowed $17,000 to purchase the 8th and final franchise of the original AFL.
They sent us a check. We'd never met him, and saw him 4 days later at our first draft meeting, and he showed up with a little black book, like an address book, and he had the names of a bunch of college football players in it, and he had just called some cronies and friends that he knew in college football. And he'd looked in a few magazines, and he'd written down the names of a bunch of players, and that's how he came to our first draft.
Ironically, after 26 years of futility, there is a dark cloud over the Sullivan Super Bowl picnic. The family may be forced to sell the franchise. The odd coupling of son Chuck Sullivan and Don King to promote the Michael Jackson tour lost the family millions of dollars. 3 lawsuits and stock buyouts to regain control of the team added to those troubles. Billy Sullivan claims no financial hardship, but Chuck Sullivan has been working with prospective buyers.
Will the Sullivan family control the New England Patriots 3 months from now?
The answer to that question is I don't know. The long range of the whole thing really depends on what value is affixed in the marketplace to our football team. So we will then know what value, what price the IRS will levy on the inheritance tax.
And so, for the besieged yet proud Sullivans, today's Super Bowl could well be the last hurrah.
Have you made mistakes along the way?
Many. I'm probably the world's champion in that department. We've got 60 minutes to erase 26 years of frustration